Welcome to Animoral Stories 360.
The Fox and the Grapes, Understanding Contentment. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a sly and cunning fox. This fox was known far and wide for his cleverness and craftiness. He was always on the lookout for an opportunity to satisfy his hunger. One hot summer day, as the sun beat down upon the forest, the fox found himself feeling very hungry. He roamed around the forest searching for something to eat. But alas, there seemed to be no food in sight. The bushes were barren and the trees bore no fruit. The fox's stomach grumbled with hunger and he grew more and more desperate. Just when the fox thought he couldn't bear the hunger any longer, he spotted a vine heavy with plump, ripe grapes hanging from a nearby tree. The grapes looked juicy and delicious, and the fox's mouth watered at the sight of them. With excitement, he approached the tree, his eyes fixed on the tantalizing grapes above. The fox jumped and leaped, trying to reach the grapes, but they were just out of his reach. Determined not to give up, he tried again and again, but each time he failed to grasp the grapes. Frustration began to well up inside him as he realized that no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't reach the grapes. Finally, exhausted and defeated, the fox sat down beneath the tree, panting heavily. He looked up at the grapes dangling above him, still longing for their sweet taste. But then a thought crossed his mind. Maybe those grapes weren't worth all the effort after all. Maybe they weren't as sweet as they looked. With a shrug, the fox decided to put the grapes out of his mind. He turned away from the tree and began to walk deeper into the forest, his hunger still gnawing at him. But as he walked, something strange happened. The more he thought about the grapes, the less hungry he felt. In fact, he began to feel a strange sense of contentment wash over him. As he wandered through the forest, the fox realized that he didn't need the grapes to be happy. He had his health, he had his freedom, and he had the beauty of the forest all around him. In that moment, he understood that true contentment didn't come from possessing things, but from appreciating what you already had. From that day on, the fox lived his life with a newfound sense of contentment. He no longer chased after every fleeting desire that crossed his path. Instead, he took pleasure in the simple joys of life: the warmth of the sun on his fur, the rustle of the leaves in the breeze, and the company of his friends in the forest. And though the grapes remained out of his reach, the fox didn't mind. For he knew that true happiness came from within, and that was something no amount of grapes could ever give him. The moral lesson of The Fox and the Grapes. Understanding contentment is that true happiness and contentment come from appreciating what you have rather than longing for what you don't have. The story illustrates how the fox initially becomes fixated on obtaining the grapes, believing they will satisfy his hunger and bring him happiness. However, when he realizes he cannot reach them, he experiences frustration and disappointment. Eventually, he learns to let go of his desire for the grapes and finds contentment in the beauty of the forest and the simple pleasures of life. This teaches us the importance of gratitude, acceptance, and finding joy in the present moment, rather than constantly striving for more material possessions or chasing after unattainable goals.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.